Hello, it's Debbie from Living and Loving Beach to Bay. It's that time again, so I'm back with yet another installment of my YouTube channel where I really highlight everything about living in coastal Delaware. I say it often, I live here, I play here, I work here, I thrive here. And I hope you're maybe considering the same. So if you would be inclined, watch the video. If you really enjoy it, hit me up and watch another video. And if then after all of that, you want to subscribe, I would love to have you subscribe so then you'll know when I drop content most weeks, twice a week, but I'm absolutely committed to at least once a week. But if I'm get my stuff together, it should really be about 2 times a week as well. So what's today's topic? Today's topic is new construction. If you are familiar with the housing market, you would know that there are really not enough existing homes for everyone who wants to purchase a home. So that's where new construction comes in. Sussex County, boasting north of 85 new construction communities. We'd be here for hours and hours if I tried to cover all 85 communities. So what am I going to do today? I'm really going to highlight the communities that I think you might want to check out with me. And there's reasons why you do want to be represented by a professional realtor with a new construction purchase. But today is really all about just informing you, really highlighting some of those fabulous communities south of the Indian River Bridge. So what does that mean, south of the Indian River Bridge? Well, I live south of the Indian River Bridge. I live in and around the Bethany Beach area. So south of the Indian River Bridge would be North Bethany, Bethany Beach, South Bethany. It would be Ocean View. It would be Dagsboro. It would be Fenwick. It would be Selbyville. It would be Frankford. It would be lots of other areas and communities. In another video, we'll do north of the Indian River Bridge, and that would be, of course, a lot of the Lewis and Rehoboth and Milton areas, which also have wonderful new construction communities. But today, it's south of the Indian River Bridge. So while I can't cover each and every builder, I'm really going to highlight a few. I'm going to highlight Shell, I'm going to highlight Beazer, I'm going to highlight Lennar, I'm going to highlight Christopher Companies, I'm going to highlight D.R. Horton and DRB. I know those are very confusing, but all of these builders, some of those builders are nationwide and some of those builders are unique and specific to coastal Delaware. There is a time and a place and absolutely a community that is right for you and is a great fit for one of these builders. But we're going to start as you come over the Indian River Bridge, and there is this little tiny new enclave of 6 beachfront properties. You heard me right, beachfront properties, okay? The last 6 remaining beachfront lots, and that is a Shell Brothers community. Okay, so I did a little teaser for this Shell Brothers community that is literally right over the bridge, right over the Indian River Bridge, and it is considered North Bethany. Guess what the name of this community is? It's Sunrise. There are only 6 lots, as I understand it. Of course, I'm not a planner. I'm not on the Planning and Zoning Commission. I'm just a local realtor. I'd like to think I'm a great realtor, but these are 6 lots. They are beachfront. They are going to be stunning homes, and they are from Shell. So you can actually, one of the lots is available just for purchase, but the other 5 lots do have home packages on them. So if you are looking for a stunning home on the water, last 6 available lots in North Bethany, look me up. The community is called Sunrise. So that was just really kind of a tease. I really want to take you all the way in and talk about some of the great communities in and around the Bethany Beach area. So we'll start actually in a couple of communities that are pretty close to my own home. One of them is called Silverwoods, and Silverwoods is actually right off of Beaver Dam. Silverwoods started as a single-family community, and they've now added villas and townhomes, and both Beazer and DRB are building there. So this is going to be a great community, some nice amenities, about 2.5, 3 miles from Bethany Beach, tucked into, it does have an ocean view address, which is pretty delightful. It actually is kind of very, very close to Bear Trap, very, very close to Forest Landing, 2 really beautiful and established communities. So if you're looking for a villa or a townhome, Silverwoods would be a great opportunity. Then as you meander into a town that's called Frankford, and a little secret to tell you, when I first moved here, my address was Frankford. And I initially thought to myself, well, that doesn't sound very beachy. But I'll tell you one of the little hidden secrets about Frankford. As low as the property taxes are in all of Delaware, Frankford happens to have an extraordinarily low mill rate. So if you're looking for an even better reason to consider the low property taxes, Frankford is one of them. And there are a myriad of communities in Frankford, but one I really want to highlight is called Sycamore Chase. Again, started as primarily just a single family home community. These are on bigger lots. Most of these lots are anywhere from 1/4 of an acre to 1/3 of an acre or a little bit bigger. Great amenities, pickleball, pool, obviously pool, fitness center, great sidewalks, walking areas as well. And a lot of the Sycamore Chase lots actually have wooded, kind of backdrops. The other thing that I just noticed recently is they've got a sign that is talking about some additional villas tucked into the back of Sycamore Chase. So if a villa living or townhome living is more of what you're looking for, you should consider Sycamore Chase. Then we could meander, and there's several other communities. There is Friendship Creek, which actually is nearly sold out, but Friendship Creek is being built by McKee, and McKee builds very contemporary homes. So if you're looking for something with almost more of an urban flair, an urban facade, an urban interior, a lot of clean lines, sleek designs, etc., Friendship Creek might be right for you. Then, tucked again away, and these are all Frankford addresses. There's Milos Haven. And Milo happens to be one of my favorite pup names. I had a pup a long time ago named Milo, so Milos Haven kind of touches a chord with me. But Milos Haven is another one of those communities that has a blend of single-family homes and villas. And Milos Haven has some great opening price points. So that is being developed by Lennar. So if you're interested in Milos Haven, Lennar is the builder. Some great price points. You can actually get into Milos Haven either a little bit under $400,000 or just a little bit above $400,000. So I'm meandering out of Frankford, and now I'm headed into Millville. And this is where there is a very expansive community, Millville by the Sea. If you are looking for, Millville by the Sea has a lot of like little hamlets or villages is the only way I would describe them. And it has, again, a lot of mixed housing styles, single family homes, it has villas, it has townhomes. So Millville by the Sea has a crab shack. It has wonderful, water areas, ponds. I really would almost consider them lakes, and a lot of them do interconnect. You can go kayaking, you can go paddle boarding. You can't use a power boat or a boat that has a motor, but you can do almost anything else on the water. Again, fantastic fitness center, fantastic clubhouses. Millville by the Sea has multiple pools and, just multiple, areas of community gathering. It's got fire pits, it's got gazebos, and all of the villages, hamlets kind of interconnect. So this community is being completed now by D.R. Horton. What I love about D.R. Horton is D.R. Horton builds a tremendous amount of spec homes. What is a spec home? Well, a spec home is a home that is literally, they've selected some of the finishes, it's being built, and in many cases, they are move-in tomorrow. And the other thing that I should have mentioned with most of these builders is they're really offering some pretty enticing incentives, whether it is help with the transfer tax in Sussex County, whether it is help with the sewer and water connections, which are certainly, part and parcel of buying new construction. The other thing is that often these builders have in-house mortgage, entities that are also offering some buy-down rates. So, conversation for another video when we want to dive into mortgage rates again. I really do anticipate some drops. I don't think they're going to be big. I don't think we're, going to get below that 5 in 2025, but I do think we're going to meander down and towards the lower 6s. But the nice thing again about many of these builders that have mortgage, entities and really, within their umbrella is they can offer you some really good buy down rates. So we've gone through North Bethany, Sunrise. We've stepped into Silverwoods in Ocean View, and we've meandered our way through Millville, and we finished in Millville by the Sea. But as we find our way weaving and bobbing through some of these fabulous communities, Selbyville is really, I think, a hidden gem that is really kind of mushrooming with so many opportunities. So we're going to start out 54 and then wind our way back to the Fenwick-Selbyville line, because I want to finish with kind of, I don't know, maybe it's the cherry on the top of communities that are being built in the other side of the Indian River Bridge. But as you go out 54, you're going to find some unbelievable communities. You're going to find Atlantic Shores, and you're going to find the last townhome villa community that is being built as part of Bayside, and that is K.H. Corvarian. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That is, again, a wonderful townhome community. But as you meander out 54, you're going to find Lennar, you're going to find D.R. Horton, you're going to find Beezer, you're going to find all these communities. And each one has a unique personality, each one has unique home styles. Most of these are single-family homes with some villa complements as well. That community that I just talked about, that kind of finishing touch of Bayside, those are very multi-level townhomes that are absolutely stunning. All of these communities have different array of amenities. They've all got pools. Some of them have tot locks. Some of them have dog parks. Some of them have community gathering space. All of them have clubhouses. All of them have a variety of fitness centers from small to large. So if you've listened to me kind of rattle and chat and try to engage you, you know what I'm going to say. If you want to know more about new construction in coastal Delaware, south of the Indian River Bridge, this video is for you. We will do the other side of Indian River Bridge in a couple of weeks. But stay tuned, because I've got a few more things that I want to share with you in this very important video, and that's why you want to work with a professional realtor. Not necessarily Debbie, although I would love it to be me, but I really want to talk to you about why you want to be represented when you're making a major new construction purchase. So I got so excited talking about new construction and really wanted to step into the reasons why I'm hoping you would consider myself or another peer realtor to guide you through this purchase. I forgot my favorite community. Well, not my favorite one, but one that I'm really, really excited. And it's Channel Pointe. So Channel Pointe is going to sit literally on the Fenwick Point. If you are familiar with coastal Delaware, there's a wonderful restaurant called Catch 54. I've mentioned it a time or two in other videos. So nestled in behind Catch 54, surrounded by water on three sides, is a community called Channel Pointe. This is going to be really an unbelievable exclusive community developed by Shell Brothers. 71 homes will have some amenities, and they will also have some private docks and pier space available for residents only. So Channel Pointe right now is literally a mailing list only, but if you were to connect with me, I could certainly include you on my VIP list of individuals that are considering Channel Pointe for their forever home. And that is going to be one amazing community with sunsets, sunrises, vistas, water views, piers, docks, etc. that will be unmatched. And it's ironic that Shell is developing the last 6 lots in North Bethany, and Shell is also developing this unbelievable community called Channel Pointe. So I want to put a bow on new construction. And when you consider new construction and you go to a site and you chat with a sales agent, and they're wonderful, and they really are very knowledgeable about site plans and amenities and different, facades and all that you can do with this new home. But they work for the builder. So while they are informed and educated and definitely going to share all of that, their primary interest is the builder's interest. So when you are represented by a realtor, the realtor has your best interests. And really, what can we, in addition to, enlightening you about the contract and really walking you through, Section 93 and Section 73 and all of the specifics about the contract, we can do so much more. We can help you with negotiating. While many of you may think, oh, I'm just going to pay the price that the builder tells me to pay. Well, that is not necessarily true. There can be some additional negotiation, whether it is special finishes that you're looking for, whether it's maybe a little tweak with the financing, maybe it's a little tweak with the builder incentive. a realtor can negotiate on your behalf. And I also want to remind you that, we know that there was that settlement where all compensation for buyer's agents are negotiable, and they are negotiable. They are always negotiable, and really you want to make sure that you're being advantaged in that you're not being taken advantage of. But what I can tell you is that 99.9% of the time, the buyer's agent is compensated by the builder. Builders want us to bring great clients to them to consider purchasing in new construction. So the other thing we can do is, so many of my clients, and I may be speaking to you and you may not be local to coastal Delaware, I can be there for walkthroughs, I can be there for inspections, I can be there for your eyes and ears when you are an hour, 2 hours, or maybe a flight away. So why not have someone who's advocating for you on your behalf with this major purchase? And the other thing, and I believe that I'm conveying this on a weekly, twice a week basis, is my market knowledge. My knowledge of the new construction communities, my knowledge of the builders' reputations, my knowledge of what you can and cannot ask for, and what you can potentially get. So putting a bow on that is why, whether you use Debbie or some other great realtor, please consider being represented when you walk into that sales office and engage with that sales individual. The other thing that I think is important to mention is that most sales agents who work for builders are not licensed realtors. That doesn't mean that they're less qualified than I am, but they don't know all of the absolute laws and guidelines and applicable doctrine that goes into a real estate transaction. So that's it. Today's video was all about new construction south of the Indian River Bridge. There's a community I am absolutely confident that is here for you. So what's my call to action? You don't have to subscribe, but that would be fun. But what I'd love you to do is consider watching my next video. So have a great day, evening, weekend, whatever time or place it is where you happen to be. Debbie loves Beach to Bay. I live here, I play here, I work here, I thrive here, and I'm absolutely loving living coastal Delaware.